Now let's look at this figure 23-10C. Notice the difference in this figure than the previous figure 23-10B. We're still dealing with the receptacle load 2 multi-outlet assemblies. Now let's review what's given. 200 feet, 220.14H1. Now instead of these being simultaneously used, they're not simultaneously used. So in the step 1, 220.14.1, instead of 1 where that 5 is, we have 5. So for each 5 foot, you figure 200 VA times 180, 7,200. And we come up then in the solution with 7,200 VA. Now I remember out at, I won't call the name of the company, but they're huge. But they had a lot of these multi-outlet assemblies. And they wanted to figure all of them at 5 foot instead of 1 foot, when under certain conditions they couldn't guarantee me as the plans examiner that they could not be used simultaneously. They wouldn't write that down for me and seal it with their PE so that I could say, all right, you could use the 5. So I required them to use 1 because if they didn't have enough confidence that they wouldn't be used simultaneously to put the PE stamp on it, then I didn't have enough faith in it, to sign off on it. So a lot of times, the 5 here divided into the 200 foot at 180 VA, they want to use that because you see how that cuts it down. You remember in the other illustration how large of a figure you got at 200 foot times 1 foot times 180. That VA rating was much higher, so that really reduces it, but it's permissible as long as you know they will not use every one of those at a continuous rate simultaneously. It's all it really says, not continuous, but simultaneously at one time. And that's what they're talking about here in this figure 23-10C, and it's what it's illustrating to the user, the NEC.